Hello everyone, welcome back to another FAF cast. Today we've got a 6v6 on map generator. And we're gonna go ahead and start the introductions here. Up here in the top, you're going to have team 1, and in the bottom we're gonna have team 2. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here with this green player here. He is Aeon, and his name is Surfer, which is oddly enough because there's not much water on this map for him to surf in. So it's going to be interesting how that plays out with no water for him. Anyways, moving on, we have Geneva Convention, and he is Seraphim. He is red. He has opened first land, as well as his teammate down here that I forgot to mention also opened first land. And next to them, the next red player on their team is a red Cybran, and it is Zaznova. And he opened first air. And over here next to him is going to be Balfron. He is UEF, he is pink. And he has opened first land, gotten Angie out already, moving towards this Hydro. And over here, in the next slot for Team 1, we have Arctic for Polar. And it is an Aeon player, and he has gone first land, walking over here to get this Hydro now. And last but not least, the Air player is Tom Ruler. He is Aeon, he's opened first land, he's getting that Hydro set up right now, as we speak. And that's going to be it for Team 1. Down here for Team 2, we are going to have NASA. He is yellow, he is Seraphim, and he has opened first land. And he is getting his Hydro and building a mech at the same time. That's going okay. Next to him is none other than Valone is UEF pink walking towards mid. Just got finished with that Hydro. I'm going to go ahead and make this normal speed here, so we're almost done with the introductions. Next, for their team, we have Toxic Gopnik, who has gone first land with his Cybran race, the most bestest race of them all. And he is going to begin walking his comm towards mid. We also have a Bomber out here from Zaznova, so I'm going to slow this down again. I didn't think we were going to get units out yet. I'm going to slow this way down. Next to him for Team 2, we have none other than Brackman. And he has gone UEF, first land, walking his ACU towards mid now as well. And then over here on the right-hand side for Team 2, we have Vex. And he is also UEF. He's opened first land. He's gotten his Hydro, and it looks like he's preparing for an air factory here. I have to sneeze. Give me just 1 second. Maybe I don't have to sneeze. Okay, moving on. The air player for Team 2 is going to be Verinicek. He has gone first land. He's gotten his Hydro, and he's now going second air. He is the air player for Team 2. Now we can speed this up. And watch this Bomber. There is no defenses over here for Team 2 yet. So this Bomber is going to get a few hits off here. Maybe. He didn't send a scout out first, so he's a little bit blind. He's going to get an Angie kill right here. Did he see either one of these Engies? He's going to get another Engie kill here, or... Yep, Engie kill there. He's going to see this Engie turn around and kill it, I think. Or not. He's going to go after this one, building the air factory, I think. We do have an anti-air unit out now for him, so he's going to move on to a different player if he can. And he does not. It goes down, and we get an interceptor out from orange anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. All in all, it looks as though the quickest expanding players are these two. This guy's already got 3 mexes over here. Look at Surfer go. He's trying to get to this water. He wants to surf him some no waves because I have bad graphics. So this is what my water looks like because I have a 12-year-old computer. And he is beginning T2. That is quite an early T2. How is he doing? Well, he's handling it well. For now, at least. This is pretty much the only action that's happening on this map right now. Is down here in this lower left-hand corner of the screen. We have an Engie about to be lost by NASA. We're getting some Engies up here on the front lines. Going to be helping Surfer with this T2 upgrade. And he's still not stalling E or Mass or anything. So he's actually doing pretty well for a 3-minute T2 upgrade. But he's very quickly about to stall Mass now that he's put some assist, or E, now that he's put some assistance on it. And there goes the power stall. He's asking for E now, I think. That was him anyways. No. That was this player up here. Asked for E. And we've got Geneva Convention over here taking out a few mexes that got a little too close to his side of the map. It looks like he is opting for all-out tank spam. I don't see any air units or RD in this mix here. We may see a PD creep here. Is that what he's building here? Yep, T2 PD creep is what is about to go down. Right there. His counterpart next to him, though, NASA, is going for gun. As well as Brackman on his team as well is also going for gun. We have a transport up here. Gonna drop some Engies up here on the front line to get these mexes a bit quicker. We get the first turret down. It looks like they're talking about no full share, so this is a no full share game. No share. Which are always the most interesting games to cast, honestly. Because if one person dies, it can change the entire tide of the game. We get a second Oblivion turret down. Get an overcharge round off there. Gonna build another Oblivion turret here. We have some action popping off here. We've got Toxic taking some fire from Geneva Convention. And it looks as though his teammate Valo1 is going to come in and save him, as that would have got through, as well as Nova is pushing through as well. However, Brackman has plenty of troops to take care of that little push that he did there. And it looks like this push is really just going to donate some mass to Team 2 here. But the ACU of Arctic for Polar is getting kind of close up here. He's walking right into some triads. Did we finish the upgrade there? Yes, we did. NASA did finish the gun upgrade. What is Arctic for Polar doing? Well, I think now he's just running away. Oh, the Auroras, the hover tanks going through, gonna try to get a nice little attack on here, but a couple bombers are moving in now. And we do have Geneva Convention over here. He's getting some good trades here, but all in all, I don't think he's going to win that fight. And it looks like it was just another mass donation to his counterparts here. Looks like Team 1 has a little bit more ground than Team 2. Nothing I can do, NASA says. You could send some units over here. Well, I guess you got a PD up here. But NASA is going to lose this side of his field here now to these Auroras that got through. Gonna build a third Oblivion turret back here, I guess. And also just taking those hits right now. We're going for shield over here on Arctic for Polar. And it looks like he's walked his Auroras around too, and he's going to try to sneak through on his opponent as well. We've still got some Aurora down here that have made it through somehow. There's just one left here. Well, two, really. And it looks like Team 2 is trying to push here, but they're not going to get very far. Geneva Convention has his army of tanks. And Surfer has his Oblivion turrets up here that are... Actually, they're not getting good trades because there's a hill right here. Those Oblivion turrets aren't really helping that much in that direction there. NASA says, fuck Aeon, as Aeon's walk around the water here as well. Team 1 pushing here. We've got two ACUs on one right here currently. This is looking a bit dangerous for Brackman here. I'm going to have to pause the game. I'm getting an important phone call, so give me just a minute here. Alright, I am back, guys. Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call from my eye doctor. I used to have insurance through someone else, and they're getting confused on what insurance I have here. And it actually looks like Zaznabit is going to break off from the attack on Brackman, and he's going to go down and go after Toxic here. Let's take a look at how the airs come along. We have a T3 Air HQ up here. We're working on our T3 PGen down there for Team 2. That was Team 1 going. We're just still at T2 Air. We're only just not starting our T3 Air. So it looks like Team 2 is going to be in the lead there. We do have T2 units on the field from most of these players at this point. Also, we have a transport from White that has gotten onto his enemy side of the field here. Several things going on here. Pink is getting trapped by the units of Brackman here. Red's trying to push over to help. And the T2 transport doesn't drop its units. Or it did, and they just immediately died. And Pink does get away from that there. Red is going to pause right here and go for a gun upgrade. We do have his secondary Red on his team coming over to help as well. And Purple up here making some gains as well. He's pushing through this little fire base here that his opponent's made slowly but surely. And Green has opted to not build many units this game, and instead going for that fire base mentality, and it looks like it is not working for him at this point now. Although Arctic Polar is going to have to run away in the face of these triads, but we do have a lot of units coming in now, and they're going to take down those triads, I believe. Triads are good, but they are very slow firing. We got some back and forth over here from NASA and Surfer again. I was watching this a minute ago and I saw NASA push back, and now it looks like he's getting pushed back here. Trying to see if anyone's gone T3. That was our air coming along down here. We're just now starting our T3 PGen. Our T3 PGen down here has been done for a while, and we're getting some T2 transports on the field for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's going to be interesting to see what he does with those. We also have some Mercies out as well. Weird that he didn't opt for strat bombs since he got his T3 air up first. And we have Zaznaba over here struggling to get gun. He is stalling the heck out of mass is why this has taken so long. But he now has 2 comms. I believe they're both gun comms. Right in his face now. And it looks like Red has... He's really pushed out a lot here. He just got his gun. He's gonna go for stealth. No, he cancels it. Must have been a preset thing that he was trying to get there. And we still have Arctic Propolar over here trying to break through this fire base. There's just one T2 PD, or no, that's a T1 PD, in fact. So we are slowly breaking through this. A Triad goes up and immediately goes down. So Arctic Propolar making grounds on his side. He's got a few missile launchers up here as well, breaking through some things. It looks as though Arctic Polar has finally officially broken through the fire base, and now he can just walk into his opponent. Up there in the top, we have Brackman over here pushing north towards his own opponent. This could be a good opportunity to sweep to the left and trap Zaznaba here. Zaznaba, I'm not seeing any T2 on the field yet from him. Whereas he is staring at the face of a complete T2 army, and there's T1 army over here. So Zaznaba and Geneva Convention not looking too good. We do have ASFs on the field now from Team 2. Team 1 only just finished their air factory. Are now getting, or their PGen, they're now getting T3 on the field. ASFs. Or I called these transports, didn't I? These are gunships, not transports. I don't know why I said gunships. And they're going for the snipe on Zaznaba. And I believe they're going to get it off. He has nothing to work with here. There's 2 ASFs are about to come in, but I don't think it's going to be enough. There is a flak here, though, actually. And that flak does save him, as well as the ASF that just came in. Took him down to about half health. And over here on the right-hand side of the field, green is still getting pushed hard by Arctic Propolar. Vex finally deciding he needs some units up here. He starts building already, it looks like. And the counter push from Team 2 is now beginning to break through the defenses of Team 1 over here. Look and try to find T3 anywhere yet. T2 has been going on for a bit of time now. T3 Land Factory right here. Found it. I knew someone had to be T3 by now. That is one person T3 on the field now. It looked like he was getting some Ingies out. So it's going to be... I'm going to have to watch that and see what's going on with that. T2 HQ. I know I'm probably missing some stuff. So Red has no land factories now. All he has is 2 air factories, actually. All his land factories are up here forward. And both the red players for Team 1 are getting pushed hard here. But it looks like they're going to hold off their opponents here. Halt their push. Where is your land HQ? Right here, T2. And gonna assume that you're only T2 as well. If not just T1. Looks like you're still... Oh, nope, T2. So gray on team 2 is T1, or T3. Why am I stupid? I can't talk. And these red players for team 1 are getting a little bit greedy. They pushed out instead of holding off. Keep going up a little bit. And it looks like they're paying the price for it here now. Geneva Convention now getting trapped in his own units. He's gonna have to get out of here. There are way too many units for him. Pings go down. Orange has some mercies, or he did. And now it is just the 2 ACUs against the T2 army and 2 ACUs. Game blinked for a second. That happens sometimes when you got a 12-year-old computer. Nothing to worry about, people. Strap bomber over the top. Is he sniping? Or attempting to snipe, or what's going on? I don't see its command, but it looks as though it is trying to snipe, but it gets shot down. And Pink to the rescue over here in middle. He's going to bring his T2 units over. Go ahead and look at this T3 land factory we have here. What are we building out of this? We are now building some bricks, I believe. We got our NGs that we wanted. We built a T3 already, a trebuchet. And purple has made some room over here still, but he's having a tough time continuing to push. And it looks like he's gone T3 land now as well. What is he building? Red getting some units down here. Did someone give him a land factory somewhere? Where did he get these units from? Pink must have gave them to them. Pink must have given these units to Red here. We're having another flash because 12-year-old computer. These units must have been given to him by Pink. And we have another snipe attempt on Zaznaba here. With T3 gunships this time. Having a hard time breaking through that shield, but they break through it. The army's going to push forward. And it looks like they're not really getting much done on him. ASFs come in. Those T3 gunships are going to go down quickly now. They only get him down to about 5,000 hit points. They had him down even lower than that earlier. But purple over here has broken through the fire base once again. And is now pushing his units through as well on the right-hand side. How is NASA doing over here? Well, we're still just on T2 land factories here. What about Surfer? Surfer is getting pummeled by all of these missile launchers on his side of the field here. And it looks as though he's just T2. He needs to be getting some T3 out, as his fire base isn't going to hold off for much longer against all of these missile launchers. That is so... Look at all that. So many missile launchers there. Not much happening now that wasn't happening before, except for this here. Surfer is getting absolutely demolished by these missile launchers. 2-1 bombers trying to clear up these NGs that are up here reclaiming for Gray. But Gray has bricks on the field that he's now going to move forward. Looks like he only has 2 though. I was expecting by now for him to have more. How is he doing? Here he is Gray, so Toxic. Well, he's not stalling that hard. I was expecting him to have more bricks. Oh, he has a couple up here already. Okay. Now we're throwing some loyalists out now as well. And those units are going to be able to just push through here now. Starting grass back here for orange. Well, as we have a nice little air grid going on here. Not seeing any cheese going on yet. I think it was purple that had the T3 land factory, was it not? Yes. Do we have any T3 units on the field? Yes, we do. We have put some anti-air out, is what we have opted for here. But now we're going to get some sniper bots. Our T3 anti-air sitting right next to our ACU. So any units that try to snipe him aren't going to get through right now. We also have Geneva Convention going for nano repair over on the left-hand side of the map over here. Still sitting on that RAS upgrade. We do have an Aurora over here that is just probably, or not an Aurora, that's a Blaze. It's probably just pissing off Nasa again. This happened to him earlier as well. The sniper bots move up towards the front of the field. But it looks as though his counterpart has T3 as well. He's got some Titans. But those sniper bots destroy that one Titan that was up there. And it looks like the majority of all the players have now entered the T3 phase. This was our first person to enter the T3 phase. Hoping to see an experimental going up somewhere. Let's go ahead and look for one here. That boy right here for Brackman. And it looks as though that may be the only experimental going up on the field currently. We also have some Harbingers getting on the field now for purple up here in the top. Did a sniper? No, they're sitting back here. Cerberus Firebase is still holding up against all of these missile launchers somehow. Looks like the Blazes got taken down by some engineers over here, built some PD. We have a Strat Bomber out from Team 1. And some T2 gunships as well. I'm not sure exactly which opponent has the best air currently, but I think White might maybe in the lead. Let's go ahead and click on it. We have 27 for him. And 21 over here, so it looks as though Team 1 has came back in the air game. Pinged something over here. I think it was that Ariant that just got shot down. That was that fat boy coming along. It's about a quarter of the way done. And we do have Arctic Propeller over here. He is moving forward with what looks like just his ACO. And the sniper bots are now moving in. And it looks like all of these characters, people, why can't I think? Everyone on the field has sat back and began ecoing currently. So it looks like we may be seeing a lot of experimentals here soon. Or just a lot of T3. We do have sniper bots on the field from Geneva Convention that are harassing the T3 units from Gray here, from Toxic. But Toxic is going to have no part of that. He has so many bricks. And now he is going to push on his opponent here with said bricks. And loyalists, apparently. We do have a Titan that got through on the right-hand side of the field. Gunships and strat bombers moving out from white towards the mid. Maybe looking to come in here and take down some of this T3 spam. The Titan should have been seen by now. I don't see any pings going off on it though. How's that fat boy coming along? Well, it's about 85% of the way done now. We have Brackman over here trying to push through on purple as well now. With his remaining T2 and T1 units, it looks like. It looks like Brackman isn't really throwing out any units. It looks like he's just throwing everything he has into this fat boy here. Which is just about done now. And I'm sure he's going to send it straight up here to green. Brackman has built an experimental. Going for Chrono Dampener over here on Surfer. Trying to become one big boy over here. And it looks like these two units have actually pushed through the fire base of green here, but it looks like you built an experimental too. It's a Monkey Lord. We missed that getting built, so Team 2 now has 2 experimentals against Team 1's none. The Chrono Dampener gets cancelled as the units have broken through the fire base. Purple still over here making ground on the right hand side of the field, but there's now a fat boy staring in his face. And its fire is just not going to start hitting his units, and the ACU is going to immediately turn around and run away. Everybody, SMDs. Everybody dance now. And the great push from Arctic for Polar is now over. It has been ruined by this fat boy. Although he's still going to get some work done to the base of Vex here. And Surfer now fighting for his life over on the left hand side of the field. He's got some Harbingers in here. Most of his counterparts units are T2 though. There's a few T3 sitting back here. But it looks like it's mostly T2 still. As they were just trying to break through that fire base. So they were just pumping out some T2 missile launchers. No need to have T3. NASA also says everybody get SMDs now. Everybody dance now. We got Quantum Gateway back here. Let's see if we can find us a nuke launcher anywhere. Tactical missile defense. Scout wave. Get SMD. That is a lot of T2 gunships over on the right hand side of the field. And Toxic has built a second Monkey Lord. He still hasn't begun his push yet with the first one. And worried about SML, I think. I'm not seeing any nuke launchers from anyone yet. No, that is not an RD piece. And Team 1 is now reigning superior in the air game, it seems. Team 2 has built a Yathoda. I'm not sure why I didn't get a ping for that. I didn't get anything to tell me that they built that. But he is going to be staring at the face of two monkeys now. First one is going to go down without his Yathoda taking any damage, it seems. Never mind. His Yathoda takes some damage. But there's a second one. Pinging the gunships, need help. The Yathoda goes down, the monkey being chased by the gunships, but the air comes in and wipes out those. Monkey lives for Team 2. Yathoda's plasma ball going. Is anyone else building experimentals that I am missing? Because I don't think the one for Team 2 ever popped up on my screen. I'd hate to be turning into Guile here. He always ignores the experimental screens and later goes, "Oh, a bad boy? When was that here?" Jesus Christ, NASA. Do your teammates have nuke launcher? Or your opponents, I mean. I'm not seeing nuke launcher anywhere, so I'm not sure why he is spazzing out about it. Like, yeah, I mean, you need it. There's a GC going up here. Like, yeah, you need it. The monkey goes down right here. Red's ACU over on the left-hand side of the field now. Or the left-hand side of this battle, I guess. Battlefront asking if they have any SMD. Does he have a nuke launcher? Yes, he does. It is not loaded, though. That may be why Yellow is spazzing out. I'm not sure if he's seen it or not. Has he? Oh, yes. It is pinged. I guess I can only see those if I go into each team's things. Fat boy there. Second fat boy is about 60% of the way done. We are almost half an hour into this match. We basically are, and not a single player has been ejected yet. Every player on this game is playing their little hearts out here. And Surfer has lost his entire base now. The left-hand side beginning to collapse for Team 1. Team 1's gonna have to get something done before this gets through. Battlefront says, where should I nuke? It's not loaded. Oh, it's almost loaded. Strategic missile defense. Strategic missile defense. Looks as though NASA has been building SMD for his team over here. He's built 2 at least. We have now finished a fat boy over here for green, and we're about to finish up another one for blue. Nuke is out. That one's not loaded. That one is loaded. Where's the nuke going? It's going down here. The SMD is not loaded yet. Is it almost loaded? It's not even close to being loaded yet. This nuke is going to get through here. Unless someone else has an SMD. And we do right here. Boom. It looks like it just finished not that long ago. They should have scouted first. And Surfer over here taking down T3 units on his own with his comm. He has no base. Pink has taken advantage of this and are now moving Percivals towards the main base of Geneva Convention.
Strategic launch detected.
A second nuke. Do we have 2 nuke launchers? We do. I only saw the one. I am blind as a bat, guys. I am sorry about that. There is a second nuke coming out now. That one is going to get through. Yes, that second one should get through here. But not before Zaznava dies, maybe? Surfer dies up here to the units here. I missed that. Zaznava is 5-et here. The nuke lands. So much happened in this tiny time frame. I'm sorry about missing the death up here, guys. So many things were happening all at once. I was trying to watch them all, and I missed that one. I apologize. Geneva Convention now running back. Green died, but it's not that game-turning, as he already had nothing on the field anyways. Arctic Polar is funneling mass. Or no, he's getting mass funneled to him. What are we building for? Is over here for Arctic Polar? Looks like we're just spamming up T1 bombers currently. We do have the GC sitting underwater over here on the right. Pink for Team 1, now moving over to the left, try to assist holding off on this side. Geneva Convention on low health now. But he is fighting, he gets under some shield coverage here. He's in the red. 1,500 hit points. Dips back in the shield coverage. Still in the red. And Zaznava has recovered his health from earlier. He's now getting hit with some arty. Almost direct hits, but it looks like he's going to live those. Somehow. It looks like they're just doing nothing to him, even though they look like direct hits. Those ones are off, though. He's going to get away. Purple is now pushing down here. It looks like he may have taken out the Fat Boy, yes. I'm not sure if he used the T1 bombers. No, he did not. So maybe just the GC took out the Fat Boy. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I was on the left-hand side of him. Way too much is going on in this game at this exact moment. We have an experimental bomber on the way from Orange. NASA, I don't think, has built an experimental this entire game. Balfron builds an experimental. It is a Novax. And Vex has no shield coverage in his base. Orange has, it looks like most of these players have little to no shield coverage. The only one with shield coverage over their entire base is Brackman. So that Novax is going to do some damage here. The GC goes down in the middle of the base to 2 strat bombers and all of these PD. Next nuke on green. Are these loaded yet? That's not the nuke. That would be the nuke, and that would be the nuke. It looks like they're both almost loaded. Looks like the game is almost at a stall here. We do have a Fat Boy moving towards the right now. Arctic for Polar running for the water. Not seeing any other experimentals being thrown up for him. It looks like we're still going for this 2-1 bomber spam. The Novax over the head of Brackman's base. The experimental bomber for orange finishes. Continue to move that Novax back. Orange's entire air grid is unshielded. But he's now going to begin throwing up shields. T1 bomber spam over the top of Gray's army here. We have T1 bomber spam coming after this Fat Boy. They all drop their bombs. Is it enough? I don't think so. Almost takes down the shield. First nuke out. Is it going over here to green like he asked a minute ago? It looks as though it is. And he just started a Fat Boy. Where's that experimental bomber at? Did it already get shot down? No, it's right here. It's about to get one pass, though, I think. And it gets one pass, and it's gonna land on his teammate. Oh, nope, that's a rainbow SAC. Never mind, not on his teammate. Green makes it out just barely. He still has a T3 max. I assume it's T3. Yes, it is indeed T3. And that is some mass for him to scoop up there. What did Arctic Polar say thanks for? I'm not sure. Maybe it was for the mass. No Omni, 36 minutes, Brackman says. Okay, I build it. You can't really complain that your teammates don't have Omni if you're not going to build Omni yourself. I mean, you can, it's just not very effective. Something's shooting out over here. What have we got over here? Is it TML or do we have an artillery piece? We do have T3 already. We have a Duke. And it looks like we are shelling white. And those are getting through. Not very accurately. That hit the shield. And it looks as though red is pushed through. I wonder if he's going to rebuild these mexes here. Is that shot going to get through? It does, but it doesn't hit anything. The accuracy of this is god-awful. You've built an experimental. What have you built? Is it a second Novax? Yes, it is indeed a second Novax. Where's your first one? It is hovering over nothing currently. There are so many Fat Boys on the field for Team 2. White has built a GC as well, apparently. We missed that popping up on the screen as well. And we're going for T1 bomber spam again up here from Arctic for Polar. GC against Yathoda. Let's see who will win. And a Rambocom. We have the bug where we glitch again because 12-year-old computer. Looks as though they're just both going to go down. And it looks as though both armies are going to die in the Plaza Ball, though. We have Fat Boy Fire over here on the base. These two red players for Team 1 has built. The Yathoda goes down first. We have another bug because 12-year-old PC. The GC making a run for it. Is it going to get out before the fireball targets it? And it looks like it does get out before the plasma ball targets it. And the army actually lives. And is now going to begin pushing down towards pink. T1 bomber spam out, but they're all going to die to the air. And it seems as though T2 is now reigning supreme in the air game. It seems as though no teams are really making good pushes to really win some ground here. Looks like these two fat boys are kind of just being defensive. We do have a Monkey Lord from red walking through into gray's base now, though. It has no assistance, though. It's going to stop to kill these factories, I think. Why would I do that? Is it another Novax? It is another Novax. So we were going for Novax man up here from Browfron. And it looks like this Monkey Lord is choosing to destroy these factories for some reason. We have another fat boy just finished up there. And we are well into the experimental phase at this point. We are 40 minutes in, guys. Monkey Lord still trying to take down these factories and engineers that are up here. There is a fat boy, and I believe that's a Yathoda wreckage. I'm not sure what wreckage that is. Sitting right here. Whatever team gets it will have a mass advantage. There's two experimentals sitting right next to each other. Yeah, it seems as though these two fat boys are kind of just being defensive units at this moment. Being like some T4 PD, it seems is what they're using it as. The T1 bomber spam coming out again. It definitely is not enough because he had way more in his first wave that came out. They get the shield down to about 25%, it looks like there. And we do have cloaking going up on red here. What else have we gone for? Do we have laser maybe? That's where he started cloaking. I believe that is the first upgrade he's going for in a while. He's getting cloaking. Was wondering if maybe he's going for cloaking laser ACU. We do have purple getting down here back into green's base that he lost earlier with some T3 units taking out these T2 Maxes. Second wave of T1 bombers coming for the fat boy. They might actually take down his shield. Nope, just barely doesn't get it off. We have T1 bomber spam on the monkey from Toxic as well now. And I believe this monkey is going to die to this T1 bomber spam here. Yep, monkey goes down. Oh, no, 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 no. That is a mega. And it does go down. We have a responding mega from red as well right there. So many experimentals sit in this area. Do we have another Novax? It's getting rained down on by the Duke, I believe. The Duke firing up here. We had shields bleak on. The Novaxes aren't shielded, but I believe it was another Novax that we had built. 2 nukes come out from him in response to the Dukes. There's another experimental bomber on the field as well from Orange. Looks like the nuke's possibly going after Gray here. He has 1 in his SMD. It just depends on if those nukes are going to be in range of anyone else's SMDs here. It looks like they're not. Gray is standing in his base, and he's going to die to this nuke. The Iwasa, I think, just got hit by that nuke as well, and it goes down. That is a pro nuke right there. Took down the Iwasa as well. And that would be the second ejection of the game. We are now in a 5v5 instead of a 6v6, guys. And Purple making headway over on the left-hand side. He has a massive T3 army. I'm not seeing any experimentals on this side of the field currently. Or no, the Mega. I am blind. Jesus Christ, I need to get new glasses. The Mega missing its shots. There we go, those hit. Those hit. And it looks as though Team 1 has cleared out a huge hole here in Team 2. Mass experimental bombers overhead again. Both these fat boy shields are back up. I think the T1 bomber spam is not working out the way that he was hoping it. And at this point, I would just stop. And Team 1 is going to throw down some factories here. It looks as though Zaznaba has claimed that this is his. He's going to throw down a factory and begin throwing out engineers here to reclaim these lost experimentals. And we're going to have the blink again, because 12-year-old PC. We're losing T3 Maxes over here for pink down here. We're building a Fat Boy and a Duke of our own down here as well. The Duke over here is firing somewhere. Where it just fired. It just fired. We're launching those artillery shells up here on white, it looks like. The Novaxes. I just barely missed it. I believe just sniped NASA. I missed it. I looked at it right as it was about to happen. We also have another Mega back here from Zaznaba. I've missed 2 deaths this game so far, and I feel really bad for it, guys. I'm so sorry. But I believe he got sniped over here by the defense satellites, by the Novaxes. There are now 4 on the field. And Team 1 clears out another hole. It looks as though Team 1 may be in the lead here. Looking as if they're going to win this. So many T1 bombers out now. The Mega making its way towards Purple's base is getting strap bombed. Novax die, he says. He takes out 2 of them. There's still 2 more over here, though. Or is it just 1? I only see 1 over this base. But the Mega has now made his way into pink space. The ACU is standing right in front of him. Purple is marching his way into the base from the north as well. Zaznaba's built another experimental, another Mega, I believe. is going for Mega Spam now. Now the Mega targets the ACU. Half the shield gone. It gets a vet. And the shield now gone on Vela 1, and it looks like Vela 1 is going to get ejected here, guys. And there it goes. Yathoda and Mega both walking towards that forward into that explosion there. The Mega goes down. Yathoda is still alive and well. Now walking into, well, I was going to say Pink space, but it just disappeared because Pink just died. And we're now in a 5v2. The Novaxes up here have died. There's only 2 left. Which is still way more Novaxes than you want to deal with. We have another Awasa from Orange now. Although he has completely lost the air game at this point. I don't see any ASFs on the field. Oh, never mind. There's like 4 here. 5. He has completely lost the air game at this point. That Awasa is all but useless. I said 5v2, didn't I? It's a 5v3. I'm stupid. Don't listen to me, guys. And we also have a Soul Ripper from Red. That may have been one of those experimentals that finished up from Zaznova. T1 bombers breaking through, destroy the SMD there. And I'm not sure what Team 2 can do at this point. They are completely defeated. All these T1 anti-air units walking towards their base. Soul Ripper leaves Brackman's base and heads down to Varnicek. I'm not sure how to say your name, I'm sorry. But the Soul Ripper moves down here to his base. I'm not sure exactly which one of these SACUs is his ACU. If any of them are. Could be somewhere else, I guess. Well, it's that one. Now we know. Something blew up somewhere. The Awasa dropped a bomb over the base of Pink, but it looks like it just took out shield coverage. It drops another bomb in the middle of the base of Zaznova, though, and takes out most of the base, as well as it lands there as well. Forgot they had that Awasa, and I stopped watching it for a moment. Just assuming that it would die to this ASF's. And Varnicek goes down in the south. All we have left now is Brackman and Vex. Vex got nuked earlier. He goes down to Geneva Convention. I don't know how, though. I don't see any units there. And Brackman back here, I guess, goes down as well. And that is going to be that game, and it was a pretty epic game, guys. So many experimentals. There's a desync at the end, but that's fine. For us, anyways. But that is going to be that, guys. That game, guys. Sorry, I can't talk today. I'm not sure why. I just kind of woke up and then casted. But that is going to be that guy. I still can't talk. That is going to be that game. I will get through this outro at one point, I swear. That's going to be that game. Guys, I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. It was wonderful to watch. So many experimentals, so many Cybern experimentals at that. Cybern, the best faction. Look at this Soul Ripper. Look at this beautiful masterpiece. Anyways, that is going to be that game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, go ahead and drop a like. And if you are not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. It's absolutely free. We recently hit 100 subscribers and are already up to 110. The next goal is going to be 250. But it is absolutely free to subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing except for your sanity when I post. And if you would like to see some of your replays on my channel, you can join my Discord. It will be linked in the description below. You can submit your replays to me there directly in my own replays channel. But I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day, and thank you for watching.